For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Coming out of the end zone, here's Dontrell Hilliard. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the catch made by Hilton. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw.
That's complete to Traylon Burks.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Allen going to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Gabriel Davis,
49 yards.
and the Bills are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And he's got room. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 34.
52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
A first down carry for Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. This from 44 yards away. The kick by Lambo is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Allen sliding out of the pocket.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
It's the pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 43-yard line.
On second and 7, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Throwing on first down is Allen. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 33. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Running left, it's Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another first and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on second and 13. They'll look to throw. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This is a half, but not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. It's complete. Burks. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll run for it with Henry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They keep it with Henry on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did it.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and when we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Allen now on the sneak, and he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen scoring on the sneak from a yard out, and the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. after the touchdown pass to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Now he's forced out right. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
On second down, Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Flushed out right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
They'll give to Cook on the read option. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Not just a cover guy, Roger McCreary getting back behind the line of scrimmage on that play. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And the tight end goes in motion left. On play action, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I thought once he got out of the pocket, he was looking further downfield. Instead, he brings his sight lines back to a shorter route, settles on his receiver running the drag left to right, and they wind up not getting a whole lot out of that one.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down.
Third down, here's a run by Cook.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They run again on first down. Cook. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Cook will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Bass on for the extra point.
And he pushed it right. It's no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30.
And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one, because right now, this has not been his game.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll look to throw here. And finding the tight end Hooper. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
Now Cook running right. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. That one goes for 8 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. To the air, Allen. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Parker, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Dancing to his left. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now Allen again. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down. Cook
will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
Hilliard now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Henry up the middle. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
On the counter, it's Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing it for a loss.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one's going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And it would appear that that 1st-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Buying time to his left. 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Allen to throw once more. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
And, my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
He's got a man, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
So Allen's going to look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, Charles, just impressive in all three phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really done their job. And here the offense doing its part yet again with another score in the fourth quarter.
I know it seems like something we shouldn't do because the scoreboard does tell it all. But let's set it aside for a moment. This game was absolutely memorable with how they played it. Really terrific effort, really well executed. Congratulations to them.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter.
They find some open field here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.